and really what I want this video to be about is just a thank you to all my viewers. I did this back when I got up to 100 subscribers, and now I can't believe it, I'm finally up to 1,000. This is a big thing I've been really shooting for a long time. When I first started doing this, I thought, you know what, what's going to really say that this was a successful channel? And really the kind of arbitrary number I threw out there was just 1,000 subscribers. So if I get 1,000 people that think that I'm worth listening to, you're doing well. So just a thank you to all of you that have stayed by me and watched my various reports, some of them being good, some of them being bad. The loss of my video camera, so I'm having to use my stupid web camera off my laptop. Luckily, Christmas is just a few weeks away, and since me and my wife are buying each other a new video camera, I know I'm going to be getting one, so don't worry, that's going to be coming up. Just thought I'd take this time to just kind of look back when I started doing this, and just some shout outs to some other channels there. For a long time, I was just on the War Seer. I was doing a lot of written reports, and I'd say that on there at the time anyway, I was known as, okay, everybody's looking for these written Malorian reports, and I just loved going on there and writing down everything that happened, all my thoughts, going through every single point. But something that really started coming up is people saying, well, where are the pictures? I was really good at describing it, but people always want to see the visual. And it was always such a pain in the butt to have to, bring out your camera, take all the pictures, then have to download them, say, like Photo Bucket. Then I have to be putting in all the links, and then, oh no, people want to also have it so that they can see it, so you have to actually download it to Warseer, and then link it so that it actually shows, and the whole mess where they, yeah, it was a real pain, and I really hated it. And so I was trying to figure out something I could do, whether I'm just going to be ignoring people or what I was going to be doing past that. And all of a sudden I started noticing some of these video battle reports on YouTube. And the two ones that really started were Vol and Once Bitten. And I'm sure if you watch my stuff, you probably watch their stuff as well. Vol has now moved more into doing War Machine and fantasy, or Hordes. But anyway, their stuff was fantastic. Beautiful pictures. Really, it just was so easy to follow because they could take pictures of whatever was important. They were very clear in what they were doing, what their thoughts are, their tactical thoughts before and after, and it was just a fantastic way of doing it. And so eventually I thought that, okay, let's jump on this kind of bandwagon and let's give this a try. And after a whole bunch of real failures and trying different programs, I finally found one that worked. And I gotta say, this is a lot easier than writing it. Whenever I'd write a report, we're probably talking about an hour and a half, 2 hours of just typing this up, making sure everything works. I guess part of this as well is I usually write in a story as well, but man, this is so easy. Now I just take the pictures, download, go through, record my sound files, throw it on, and then really all the time is just where I'm saving the file and uploading it to YouTube. And so, I don't know, for the people on Warseer, I know some of them still want to see my written stuff, but it's so hard to get away from this. And I every single time that Once Bitten puts something out, I'm going to watch it immediately. I don't care what's going on. I make sure I can make time to watch this. Same thing with Vol. It's all just great stuff. Other ones that I've seen come out after since then that I really love are ones like Bunker Tube. They have a great channel going on where it's, sometimes it's 40K, sometimes it's fantasy. They're moving between those, and there's a host of others as well. I know one thing that's always a killer for me is the accent. If the accent is a little too hard to follow, then I find it hard getting into, or if the reports go too long. I guess I have a short attention span. Maybe some of you have already turned off this video because it's going too long, but anyway, there's just so many great ones out there, and I'm just glad that so many people have decided that, hey, this MrMalorian guy, let's go watch his. Something I also want to talk about now is the fact about kind of how I said before, where I started with fantasy, started throwing in some 40K, and now I'm doing some War Machine and Hordes. And I guess the biggest thing I can say is if you're a War Machine or Hordes player, now is probably the time to jump on. There's not a lot of people out there that do the War Machine and Hordes, and so I'm hoping to be one of the good ones out there. I'm just really getting into it, painting all my stuff. I'm going to start looking to get into tournaments, so if you're one of those people, please spread the word because I'm going to be doing quite a bit of this. If you're a fantasy person, you're saying, bloody hell, Brian. I mean, when are you going to be bringing back more of these fantasy reports? Just know that my screen just went black. Okay, here we go. Just know that I am trying to get more of these in. I'm having a little bit of trouble. It's not that I don't want to play fantasy. I still love fantasy. The big problem is just that I can't find people that are playing. And that's not so much the fact that there's not people playing fantasy. It's more to the fact of how my work shift is dedicating what days I'm allowed to go and play. And the fact that what those ones are either going to be War Machine days or 40K days. So it's fairly difficult, but I'm really going to try and make sure to get at least a couple in every month wherever possible. So there you have that. If you're a 40K guy, I have no real dedications to 40K. It's not my favorite game, but it's something that it's a casual game, I'd say. So if I'm just wanting to do something, throw down the models, let's just have some fun, that's something there. So I'm not going to be making any dedications to 40K. I know I've had some people asking, like, can you start doing some tactical reports on 40K? And I'm going to say right now that I would be a horrible person to go to for this because I just don't play enough of it. Um, I know there's people out there, my buddies of mine, that really get into it and they have it all broken down to the best combos and all this stuff. And even though I know enough that I could say a little bit, I'm in no way the person to go to that's going to have the real insight. I know for fantasy I do, but for 40K, I'm sorry, I just can't give that. So whatever I post up will be for fun videos. So anyway, there you have it. I don't want this one to go too long. Again, this is just a big thank you to all you guys out there, and hopefully I can get 1,000 more and produce some good videos. You guys stick with me. So thanks for being with me. Bye.